Hi all of you, I hope you guys are great. My name is Daulat, and in this video I will show you that how you can create this drop down. As you can see, the moment I'm click on this, we're getting this nice hover color, and we're getting this icon is getting changed. As you can see, this is the active and this is non-active. So if you really want to know that how you can create with the help of CSS, HTML and JavaScript, then make sure you watch this video till the end. So let me just remove my production code because I want to build this from scratch so you can follow along with me that how I'm building this. So let's start. So first I will generate the boilerplate and I will give the name tab. Okay, and here I'm going to write my CSS. I'm not going to include any external CSS file. All my CSS I'm going to write in this single DOM. Here I will type my JavaScript. So now let's start writing the code. So the very first thing I will do, I will take a button and I will assign a class to section, and in this I will type section 1. Then now I'm going to create a paragraph tag with the name of panel. So I will take the tab at panel panel, and in this I'm going to write my text. For example, so if you want to generate dummy text, you can use this LOR. Just simply type this and you will get some dummy text here. So let me format my documents very quickly. Let's scroll it right up here. So as you can see that I have created this. Let me refresh this one. So I have got this. I want to display 3 tabs. So what I will do, I will simply select this portions and I will press Shift Alt and down. So I will get duplicate the thing. So I have created the HTML. Now let's do some styling on this. So the very first thing I will target the button. So I'm going to target with the class name CTIO and section, and I will assign the width to 100%. So 100% width. I'm going to assign some padding. So the padding is going to be around, let's say, 20 pixels. Let's look good. Now text alignment is going to be right, left, and let's increase the font size. Font size is going to be around 20 pixels, and let's change the font family. Font family is going to be, I like really this Georgian. So let's just decrease the padding a bit. So I want padding 15. Looks good. Yeah, this looks good. So now let me remove the outline. So outline is going to be none, and I'm going to remove the border as well. So border is going to be none. So this is how we'll get the styling. Now let's start styling the paragraph. So as you can see that I have assigned the class with the name of para. So I'm going to target with panel. So I'll do this, and now here I'm going to provide padding. So the padding I will provide top and bottom 0 and 0, not 0, and from the right and left I will provide 20 pixels. So this is how it will look. Now let's do one thing. Let's increase the font size. Font size is going to be around let's say 18 pixels. Let's refresh this one. I think it's too big. Let's decrease it to 16 pixels. Yeah, this looks much better. Now I'm going to say that overflow hidden, because I don't want that anything gets overflow. So I will give this property, and I will create another class which I'm going to target with the help of JavaScript. So here what I will say, and as you have remember that we have added the icons here, so let's design that first. So I will say dot section after after, and here I will provide this, take the content property of CSS, and in this I can assign the icon. I have assigned the icon. If you have the code for this icon, you can do that as well. So let's increase the font size. Is going to be around the font size I want is to be, let's say, 20 pixels. because that is the font size I have assigned like in this section. So okay, now let's float this icon to the right hand side. So I will use the float property, float to right, and I'm going to assign some margin from right. So margin from right is going to be around 20 pixels. So this is how it's going to look. Now what we can do, I think we have done with this one. Now I will do one more thing. So I will create an active class, and this class I'm going to target with the help of JavaScript. So again, I will click on this and I will take after, and in this time I want to change this plus icon with minus, because the moment I will click and this box will go open, I want to change this one. So I will take the content, and in this I'm going to use this minus sign. So this is my active class. So let's do one thing. Let me first set the display property to the panel none, because I don't want to display, because I want to trigger this when I will click, then this section gets open. So okay, so now let's do one thing. When I click on this, I want to have a like active color here. So for that I will do one thing. So simply I will click active, and I want hover to be background. I want to change the background color is going to be let's say this one is look good, so I will simply save it. So as you can see, nothing is happening right this moment because we haven't written our JavaScript. So let's come down here and let's write the JavaScript. So the very first thing I will do, I'm going to target all the classes which we have provided to the button. So I will declare, so I will say let section section, you can give whatever name you want to this portions, and I will provide this. And here I have to target all the classes which I have assigned to the button. So I will say document dot get element by class name, because I'm targeting all the classes. So this, I'm not making up this syntax, it's a JavaScript syntax. So when you want to target multiple classes, this is how you have to use it. So let's come here and I'm going to put this commas, and here inside this I'm going to write the name of the class. So section section, this is this class I have assigned to all of these buttons. So I will simply provide this comma, and now let's start writing our function. So let's me format my document, and let's come back here, and here I'm going to write all my JavaScripts. So now I will use for loop to create the function. So when I will click on this box will get open and we will have our text. So let's create a for loop. So in this I will check let I is equal to 0. I'm not making up this JavaScript format of for loop, and just less this, and I would say if I is less than array length. So what is the array here? This is the array, section is the array, because we have 3 buttons, so we have 3 arrays. So I just call it array, section dot length. So I'm targeting all the buttons. So I'm saying that let I is equal to 0, and if I is smaller than array length, then what I have to do, I have to increment the I. So I want to increment the I. So as we know that this is the first index, second index, and third index. In JavaScript it start with 0, 1 and 2. So 1 will plus, so this is how it's work. So now I will provide this. So in this I'm going to target the like arrays. So I will say section, and here I will provide the I, because I want to target each of these sections, and I'm going to add event listener on this. So I will say add event listener, and add event listeners wants a property. So I will assign the property to click. I seek a click, and after that when someone click on this, what happened? So when someone will click on that, what will happen? So here I have to write another function. So I will give the function, and here I'm going to write the function that when someone will click on this, what will happen. So first thing I will do, I want to change the active. So as you remember, we have created this active, overactive. So I want to add that class first. So I will use this property this CLAST class list list. I'm not making up this. This is the property of JavaScript for adding or targeting the class, and here I will use the toggle, and here I will pass the class which we have created. So ACTIV active class I have created. So now let's save and let's see. As you can see, it's working, and this icon is also getting activated. Now we have a plus. If I click, it's getting minus, so it's working fine. Now let me get all these panels which we have created, because I have to display the text as well. So when I will click on this, I want that my text should be displayed right below. So let's start writing the code for that. So what I will do, I will declare a variable. I will say let panel equal to, I would say, this dot next next element sibling. So what this code is doing, so I'm saying that ignore this and target the panel. So this is what it represents. It will target the next section of the main panel. So this is the section which is the main, and this is the second element. So this is what this code does. So now let's start writing the function. So now I will take the if statement. So now here I will use the if statements to open this container. So for that I will say if panel dot style dot display display is deeply equal to block block. So as you remember that in the panel section we have assigned the display properties none. We're going to open this block with the help of JavaScript. So if panel style display is block, then I want panel dot style dot display is going to be none. So I will say none, else panel dot style is style dot display block block. So what this will do, as you can see, the very first moment when we come to this page, it's block. So when someone will click, this code will get fire. So let me save it and let me show you. As you can see, now the container is displaying. So we have worked beautifully on this. We have created this in a very easy way. As you can see, we have used a little bit JavaScript. We are triggering the active classes. So that's it in this video. As you can see that we have created this beautiful drop down with some active classes. So we have used a little bit of JavaScript. In that I have used for loop and if statement. So we have written a small code, and we have came to know about the CSS properties. So this is how you can design the styling. So I hope you like it. If you have any questions, or if you want to know anything related to web development, or if you have any idea, or if questions, or you want me to make any videos on any specific topic, so do leave in the comment section. I would love to help you in that. Have a great day. Bye bye.